Could I ask Jonnie to please offer the thanks of his family and the community here in Mooncoin to all of you for this day.
I was initially supposed to go after Lindsay. And I don't know whose bright idea was it to move me after that. I just want to say well done, Lynn. Well done, JC. Well done, Tyler. That was brilliant, lads. I suppose myself and Lindsay were only laughing the other day about this, about kind of speaking at Vicky's funeral. And we said a little piece, and both of us, I suppose, kept our heads firmly placed in the page. I suppose that was partly down to trying to get through it as best we could, and without falling to pieces. And I spoke to a couple of people afterwards, and I said to them, I could hear the constructive criticism from this woman beside me, kind of looking on, saying, yeah, you're doing okay, but lift up your bloody head. So I'll try some of Vicky's strength and lift it up once or twice, I suppose. Vicky was good at this sort of thing. I was only talking to Jonnie the other day about it, and as he said, he loved listening to her speak. It's an understatement, I suppose, to say she was good at this. She was incredible. Her intelligence, her poise, how everyone just hung on every word she said. I always admired Vicky's intelligence. It just blew me away, to be quite honest. I was in awe of Vicky since I was young, at her dedication and her determination to her studies. I have a vivid image in my head of Vicky wearing her Bros jumper that Mam made and studying on her Bros desk that Dad made. How she ever did that with three noisy gits in the next room blaring heavy metal is beyond me, though. Although I do recall being on the end of a few choice words telling us to keep us down. I suppose Vicky didn't mince her words when she wanted to let you know something. I think everyone here knows that. But the time and effort that Vicky put in had to be marvelled at. In the days after Vicky passed away, I was speaking to Marie Welsh, and we were just talking about, even back then, about Vicky's dedication to her studies. And even as Marie said, they'd call in for Vicky, ask her to go for a walk or whatever, and Vicky's response would be, no, I still have 15 minutes pointing to our timetable. If someone called for me in the first 15 minutes, I was gone. But there lies the difference. I suppose there's Vicky's determination, her drive to succeed, her desire to become something more. Every minute mattered then, and just like the past few years, every minute mattered. And she made every minute matter. She made every minute count. And anyone who spent time with Vicky felt that she gave them every minute she possibly could. And even though Vicky's time was running out, she still gave her time to other people. Time is something Vicky got every single drop out of. Time is something, if Vicky had been given more of, the sky is the limit to what Vicky could have achieved. It was said that she was the best president we never had. I believe Vicky could have been so much more than that, and it filled our family with immense pride knowing that Vicky and what she has achieved. And when I think about it and look back at these past few years and Vicky's place and how she managed to get here, and by here I mean this inspirational person to an actual nation of people. I'm sure, as Davey alluded to, Vicky demanding to be put in school at 3.5 years old. As a child, even then, she was preparing herself for greatness, preparing herself for that chance to show what she was capable of. I suppose the heart-wrenching thing about it all is the circumstances into how she ended up showing what she was really capable of. But I suppose the one thing I can take solace in, and the one thing my family can take solace in, is that a nation of people got to witness the awe that I witnessed as a young lad. A nation of people got to love a girl as much as our family loved her. I just finish up by saying two things. Firstly, I want to bring it all back to, I suppose, a memory I have of Vicky that always stuck out in my mind. It was coming up to my own leaving cert, French papers on the horizon, and of course I had to have the linguistical master help me out. So she offered to help out, as she always would anyway. So she drove down from Limerick in her green Peugeot 106, I think, Davy. I don't think it was a Citroen. So the green snot, as we like to call it. Vicky took umbrage now to that name. She wasn't too fond of it. So as is Vicky's way, there was a structure to how this weekend was going to pan out. There was no arson around where Vicky was concerned. But at the end of the weekend, Vicky was going to treat me to a trip to the cinema. As I am fairly sure, this is the one and only time that we went to the cinema together on our own. But we saw As Good As It Gets, the film with Jack Nicholson. Not sure if you're all aware of it, but I never forget that film. That film has always stuck with me, because that day to me, at that time, was as good as it gets. Being with Vicky, my eldest sister, someone who just always looked after me, it was just special time, and it never has left me. But why it sticks out so much now is because of that title. From all the accounts of all the people in Vicky's life, it sums up Vicky as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter, as a sister, as a friend, or as someone to stand up for you, or someone to be in your corner and stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Vicky was as good as it gets. And I just want to make one final point. I suppose over the past couple of weeks, some of us have spoken about the void that Vicky has left and how it can't be filled. But something happened in all the sorrow and sadness of the past couple of weeks that has given me hope and strength and belief that Vicky's presence will always be here. And I was watching these two kids down in front of me here. All I can say to you both is you're both incredible. The strength and courage that the two of you showed was something that your mum showed in her fight, and that your mum and dad and all of us here are proud of. This time last year, your mum got a more than well-deserved, one of many anyway, standing ovation on the Late Late Show. Last week, she was given one in her memory again. And I'm going to ask a favour of everyone here, just to do me one favour. I want to dedicate one last standing ovation to your mum and the two of you, because Vicky's presence will always be here, as is deep-rooted in the two of you. So if everyone could just join me in one. I want to say a few thank yous. Okay. I suppose firstly, thanks to everyone who's came here today. I suppose it means so much to Jim, Amelia, Dara, Mam, Dad, Lindsay, Robbie, Lee and myself, and all Vicky's extended family and friends, to see such an incredible turnout, incredible support. Thank you to Father Tobin for being so cooperative and patient for the use of your church on such an occasion. It can't be easy, I suppose, with everything going on, but thank you so much. Thank you to all the stewards and Gardaí. I suppose without you all controlling comings and goings, this could not have happened. Thank you to the Mountsline Choir, to Brezzy, to Stunning, for all your incredible performances, lads. They were amazing. Music, as everyone knows, was such a massive part of Vicky's life. You definitely gave her a send-off that she'd be more than happy with, and thanks all of you. You were amazing. Thank you to all the gospel readers, the kids. You all carried out your jobs brilliantly, lads. Well done. Thank you to Vicky's friends for saying such lovely words. It just means so much to us as a family to know and hear how much Vicky meant to you all. Big thank you to Fergal and Laura for the massive time and effort you both put in, and to everyone who played any part in organising this occasion and making it possible to stream to a wider public, and especially giving Robbie the opportunity to watch from New Zealand. We're all thinking of Bob Bye, and we're always a call away, buddy. Thank you to all the doctors and nurses and staff in St Vincent's Hospital, Limerick Hospital and NIH in Washington for all the care that was provided to Vicky over the past few years. And I would like to give a special mention to the staff at Milford Hospice for the unbelievable care that you provided Vicky with. The way you dealt with Vicky and our families was so compassionate and thoughtful. You are a credit to your profession. Thank you so, so much. Thank you to John and Margaret Brennan for giving Vicky the use of the apartment during her time in Washington. Such gestures gave Vicky the strength to keep on fighting. And thank you to all the people in the US who offered help during her time there, especially Geraldine Holtzman, who was always there for Vicky and always kept Mum and Dad updated on how Vicky was doing. I'd like to give a special thank you to Mary Fitz for your ever-present support and friendship to Vicky and your infectious, upbeat attitude that always brought a smile to Vicky and everyone else. I want to say a sincere and heartfelt thank you to everyone in this village. This is the third time of asking that this village has come out and pulled together and supported our family for Vicky. It means more than words can possibly say. I want to thank you all so, so much from the bottom of my heart, my family's heart, for everything that you've always done, you have done over the years. It just means so much. The list could go on, lads, and I'm sorry if I forgot anyone. I do apologise, but thank you to everyone. From those who helped Vicky or just sent a kind word, every last little gesture made such a difference to us as a family, but more importantly to Vicky. It's what kept her going, it's what gave her strength. So for that, I thank everyone. And I just have one last thank you to make. So I just want to thank Amelia and Dara, and Luna, of course. Amelia, I won't forget her, don't worry. For being there for your mum all the time. What Vicky did, she did for you, and because of you, she fought like nobody fought before. And last but by no means least, Jim, I want to thank you for being by my sister's side through every last bit of this. You've done it with such dedication and devotion. Thank you to everything you've ever done, Jim. The two lads are lucky to have such a good-hearted father to look after them. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonnie, as well. And thanks to all of you here today. Wherever you have come from, and wherever you're joining us through the web today, a very special welcome to you too.